What's up? What's up? This is April Prayer, criminal defense attorney from Chicago, the Justice Junkie. And today's topic is bond court, bond hearings. So you just got arrested a couple days ago. Police drag you in front of a judge. You're a little bit worse for the wear because you're probably still wearing the same clothes, haven't brushed your teeth, haven't combed your hair, and now you're standing next to a lawyer you never met before. So what do you need to know? Here are 4 things. Number 1, the hearing's gonna go really fast. So the prosecutor will give a very brief description of the facts. They will also give a list of any criminal offenses that you have, even if you were just arrested. And they will also list all the number of times that you have missed court in the past. Your attorney, on the other hand, will say good stuff about you. Do you have military service? Are you working? How far did you get in school? Are you married? Do you have children? Based on this little bit of information, the judge will make a determination about how much money your friends and family have to pay in order to bond you out of court. You may be given a recognizance bond where all you do is sign your signature. Or if you're in federal court, there may be the option for a family member or loved one to put up property as collateral in order to bond you out. Number 2, the judge is considering a very, very, very limited purpose. So the judge is looking at 2 things. Number 1, are you a flight risk? And number 2, are you a danger to society? That's it. That's all. People get very upset at this phase saying, you didn't defend me. You didn't argue my side of the case. You didn't tell my story. Because this isn't the phase to tell your story. This is the phase for the judge to hear just enough information to decide whether you should pay a bond or not and how much it should be. Number 3, the judge may be given what's called a risk assessment to aid him or her in his decision making. Well, I'll tell you this right now. The majority of states use this. I think 35 or more states use some variation of this. And what it is an algorithm. It types up all your information, how many arrests you've had, what the charges are in this arrest, and decides based on that whether you're a flight risk, and attaches a number to each category. Well, this format is catching a lot of hell from the ACLU on a national level and from a lot of civil rights organizations because they're saying it takes the decision making away from the judge, takes the discretion away from the judge, and basically ties the judge's hands behind his or her back. So don't be surprised if you see some changes to this system in the near future. Number 4, speaking of changes, there is a movement to move away from monetary bonds. There's a grassroots movement, there's a policy movement. You'll look at places like California and even in the city I'm in, Chicago, and this county, they are making changes regarding money bonds. Why? Because it punishes poor people. Example, when I first started practicing as a public defender, I'd have prostitution cases, very low-level misdemeanors, or retail theft cases, and the person would get a $100 bond. 2 months later, they still be in custody because their friends and family could not afford that $100. It punishes poor people, whereas some wealthy person who has a much more serious charge may be walking around scot-free until their trial. It's simply not fair, and jurisdictions are recognizing this and changing this. So hopefully these 4 things were enlightening. Hopefully they opened your eyes and gave you a little bit of more information about how bond court and bond hearings work. Peace.